So, hello there everyone and welcome, it is Niran here, and today it is time for yet another FIFA 18 top tips video. Today I'm going to be bringing you another sort of which teams to use in career mode, because obviously we all know choosing your career mode team at the start of a save can sometimes be one of the most difficult decisions you have to make when you get the new game. So today I'm going to be bringing you 10 teams that you should use if you're going to be thinking of using a mid-table team in FIFA 18 career mode. Now these are ranging through all different leagues across Europe. I think we've got 6 different countries involved when it comes to leagues in this one. So if you go on to enjoy the video, then make sure to slap a like on it and subscribe if you are new to the channel. As I said in basically every video in the last week, it does help me out quite a lot when you guys do that. Also just want to make a quick disclaimer before this video starts. I feel quite ill right now. I'm pretty sure I've contracted the deadly disease which is fresh as flu from university, so we'll have to see how this commentary goes. But first of all, we've got Celta Vigo of Spain, 4-star side, pretty decent board expectations if I'm being honest as well, not too much pressure, and there's also a bit of an emphasis on youth development, which is nice. £9 million in terms of a transfer budget, which is pretty low in all honesty. You'll have to work pretty hard to bring in some good players, but thankfully Celta Vigo do have some decent youngsters already at the side. Polonis, Ruben Blanco, Hugo Mayo, very decent young prospect players, and Iago Aspas is already a very good overall, as well as that Theo Bongonda is out on loan at Trabzonspor, so if you want to pay a couple of million to bring him back instead of bringing in a winger to replace him, then that might be a good idea as well. Second up in this video, we've got Toulouse, only 3.5 stars, not a great team actually, but they do have a lot of good young players. Alban Lafont, Issa Diop, obviously ones that everybody knows. Corentin Jean and Amian Adu also have 86 potential, so you're really not stuck for good players. There's more on top of that as well that have got at least 80 potential. Very low transfer budget though, only £6.4 million, but thankfully for you, the board expectations are pretty low, apart from youth development, which will give quite a nice twist to this career mode. They've only ever won one domestic cup. I don't think they've ever won the league, so it would be nice to use them and try and build them to glory to the point where they actually win their first league title, potentially with the use of youth academy players as well, which is something that Toulouse do specialise in. Third team in this video is across the channel. We're back in England for Watford FC. Obviously you can tell that we're back in England because of the ridiculous transfer budget in comparison to the rest of the teams in this video. £39.5 million will be there for you to spend. On top of that, they've also got some decent young players, the likes of Ducore, who has 85 potential. Same for Richarlison. They've also got Chalobah as well, who obviously came in from Chelsea recently. And on top of that, Andre Gray, who came in from Burnley. Domestic success and continental success are low. Brand exposure and financial are medium. Youth development, unfortunately, is very low, so it's probably not the best team to use if you're going to be focusing on just youth academy players there, the 4-star side from England. After that, we're moving over to Germany, and we've got Hamburg, again another 4-star side. £23.5 million their transfer budget, which is actually pretty high for a German side. I think that's probably like the 6th best budget in the whole of Germany, so pretty decent. Domestic success is at medium, continental success at low, brand exposure is high, and actually one of the highest out of all the expectations that the board have. Financial and youth development are also low as well. Another good thing about Hamburg is that their kits are actually orgasmic, like they're majestic kits to use, so if you're wanting to choose a team based on that, then go ahead and do it. Hamburg also actually won the domestic title 6 times, so I think they actually were in the relegation playoff recently, so they've been struggling, hence they're in a mid-table team video, so trying to get them back to a point where they're actually winning titles. I think they might have even won the Champions League once as well, or what was the equivalent of the Champions League back in the day, so trying to get them back to that level is obviously maybe a bit of a sort of an objective for that sort of career mode. Slightly different objective for Espanyol as we move back to Spain. £8.8 million is their transfer budget, but they're based in Barcelona, and really the storyline behind this one is trying to jump out of the shadows of FC Barcelona. Espanyol are a very good team in their right, Espanyol are a very good team in their own right, that's what I was trying to say. I think I messed up that sentence, but obviously they're not on the level of Barcelona, gigantic side across the whole of the world, so maybe rivaling Barcelona in a career mode save would be quite a good idea. And they've also got some decent young players as well, in the likes of Aaron Martin, Leo Baptistao, and also Marc Rocca as well, who has 85 potential. Speaking of players with good potential, we now move to Udinese of Italy, who've got plenty of those in their side. Seko Fofana's got 86 potential from Ivory Coast. Jakub Jankto as well, the Czech central midfielder or winger, I can't quite remember actually, but he's got 86 potential. Alex Mere, the goalkeeper, 88. Scuffe, as well as De Paul, the winger, who's got 82 potential. A lot of good young players in this side. Financial is critical as well, so it'll be a massive challenge challenge when it comes to finances, and youth development is high. So again, this is another team that will reward using youth academies, which is always quite fun in this sort of career mode. After that, though, we have got the first and only team from the Netherlands and from the Eredivisie, that is Vitesse. This is quite an interesting out there idea for a career mode save, but basically you've got to, I don't know, you've either got to sign players from Chelsea or you've got to loan players in from Chelsea. Maybe 50% of the players you sign in a season have got to be from Chelsea and on loan, because if you don't know, Vitesse Arnhem from the Eredivisie are basically like a feeder club of Chelsea. So Chelsea will get their youth academy players and send them out to the Netherlands to play for Vitesse and get more game time. So at the moment, Matt Miazga, Mason Mount, and there's another Chelsea player out on loan there. So that's maybe the storyline behind that career mode. Basically £2 million is their transfer budget, so very low. That will be a massive challenge over in the Eredivisie and making them not only the best team in Holland, but also potentially a powerhouse across the entirety of Europe as well. Moving back to England, we've got a team that I know very well from this FIFA career mode, or FIFA 18 career mode, and that is Bournemouth, the team that I'm doing my FIFA 18 career mode series with. If you haven't seen that series, there'll be an annotation at the top right of the screen. £36.3 million is their transfer budget, and very low board expectations on a general level, really. Domestic success, continental success, brand exposure, and financial are all low, and youth development is very low as well. So there's very low pressure when it comes to this career mode save for the 4-star side. Very good players in their team: Lewis Cook, Josh King, Callum Wilson, Defoe. There's lots of very good players in that side. Nathan Ake's also got a very high potential, so you can keep the backbone of the side but also bring in better players, as I'm aiming to do in my career mode series. But ultimate team though in this video, the 9th team of them all, is Eintracht Frankfurt back in Germany. Board expectations again are pretty low pressure. Domestic success, continental success, and youth development all being low. Financial is medium, and brand exposure is high, which tends to be one of the easiest ones to complete anyway, so I wouldn't worry about that. £14.2 million is their transfer budget. They've also won the actual league over in Germany once before, so they are actually a pretty successful team in Germany. Obviously not necessarily a powerhouse, but they've done bits before. They've won tournaments, they've won trophies and silverware before. And they've also got some good players as well. Stendera, Jetro Willems, Barkok, Herdetsky, and also Kevin Prince Boateng plays for them now. But the final team in this video is this team in the background, Stade Rennais, or Rennes if you're from England. I think is it Stade Rennais in France and then Rennes in England? I think that's what it is. Again, as is the case with a lot of the teams in this video, board expectations are pretty low pressure, the first three all being low. Financial is medium, and youth development is high, because Rennes are a team that loves to develop their youth academy players, which tells because they've got a couple of really good young players in this side. Yoris Nanon, the Ivorian centre-back, and Ismail Assar, who they signed from Metz over the summer, from Senegal, I believe he is. He is 85 potential left winger, so they've got some good players in that side, and again, they've not got too much money as well, so you will have to use quite a lot of an emphasis on the youth academy, which is good because it's a high priority as far as the board are concerned. So it sort of ties in with the fact that they don't have much when it comes to a transfer budget as well. You're going to have to spend that money on youth academy players, and that is going to get you in the good books of the board at least, so it does tie in quite nicely, which is good. Regardless of that though, that is basically the end of this video. That is your 10 teams that you should use when it comes to mid-table sides in FIFA 18 career mode. If you want to check out 10 big teams you should use in career mode, then you can click on the link in the top right of the screen right now, and that will take you to a separate video I made a couple of days ago, which will be showing you 10 teams that are already, you know, maybe challenging for titles in their respective leagues, but still have a good storyline and are still very entertaining to use past just one season in a FIFA 18 career mode. But apart from that, that is basically it from me. If you've enjoyed the video, then make sure to slap a like on it and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Growth has been absolutely ridiculous recently. We're already approaching 45,000 subscribers, and my goal for the end of the year is actually 50,000. So we're only 5k away. That goal was set at the start of the year, and it's looking actually pretty doable now. So I would really urge you to subscribe if you are new and you did enjoy the video. You can also comment about enjoying the video if you enjoyed it that much, and let me know what other tips videos you would like to see down in the comment section as well. You can also now follow me on various social media accounts. My Twitter handle is on the screen. It is @theofficialfng. Links to that are in the description, and my Instagram is exactly the same handle, @theofficialfng, and links to that are down below as well. But it has been an absolute pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a wonderful day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.
Yo, Massppeals.
I roll out with some monsters. Looks like your team and you watch us. I do not roll with imposters. Sound like the man in the Oscars. I'm drunk drink of Henny and Foster's. I have a career, I am jobless. This bitch f me so hard, I might just end up unconscious. I like girls in lingerie, especially if it is crotchless. Bitch, I am the bigger picture. There is no way you can crop it.